Hi, welcome to Week in Review from Blue Book. This is Greg Johnson. I'm joined by our retail editor, Pamela Riemenschneider. Now, Pamela, I have not been as connected to the news this week, seeing as how I'm actually on vacation, but you have, and there's been a lot of merger talk, merger deals, a lot of vertical farm news again. Why don't you update us on what you've learned this week?
So two big mergers this week in South American produce specifically. We saw Deka and Hackett and Agricola Don Ricardo be not totally acquired majority ownership to a new company that is headed up by David Krause, who you might recognize is from the Wonderful Company. So that was big news. It's a newly founded company, and according to David in the press release quote, they're calling a brand new company built precisely for this moment in global agriculture. So it sounds like a really exciting new venture for him. We'll follow up with some more details as we can get them. And then another one of the mergers was this company that we keep watching, Grub Market, acquired another company. So they've been what we've been watching is they've been pulling distributors and in and out places like here in Texas, they've got a couple, and then distributors in Southern California. And now they've purchased Sierra Produce, which is one of the biggest importers of South American fruit. They're actually based in New Jersey. So that's another company to watch. A lot of movement in South America right now. Oh, so one of the things about Grub Market that I'm gleaning from their news releases, and we should follow up with them and get some more information about what their plans are and how they're working, is they really talk about their technology platform and their network. And so the companies that they're acquiring are going into this, going after the technology aspect of it. And that was another thing that I had today was Trigo, another company that is doing AI grocery, which is kind of a competitor and looks like they've been in the market longer than Amazon Go. Just joined the Google Cloud, and they're a company that retrofits supermarkets to do that frictionless shopping experience where you scan and shop and then walk out. Tons of AI news, tons of technology news, and the two greenhouses this week were Aero Farms and Bright Farms, both launching research and development facilities.
Yeah, it feels like we're right on the cusp of really big influence in the market. They're throwing around millions and billions of dollars. I mean, one of our top stories of this week was the vertical farm valuation at over $1 billion. At some point, if this is going to work, we're going to start seeing a lot of it in the market.
Yeah, at some point, and that was the thing. I talked to Joe Barcy from Cal Giant about their vertical farm plans, and that was another hit on social media. And one of the comments was that there's tons of money going into this. And you're right, there's a ton of money going into this, and I think we're going to start seeing the fruits of those labors pretty soon. Speaking of fruit, did you see the theme this week?
There's several themes going on there. One of which is our annual shipment from the wonderful people at Stemilt. I got mine today, and you can see I'm already about a third down. It's been very popular here. You're still packed in rows.
I just got mine like an hour ago, so it's only been me snacking on them so far. And it's just another example of what we talked about a couple of weeks ago with experiential marketing, where they have been sending these out for years. And actually, pro tip, Xbox games fits perfectly in these. So we've been storing our video games in those for years in the kids' room, but they've been doing this for years and years and years, and we missed it last year. And I know that Katie and Brianna and Roger at Stemilt, I'm sure, heard a lot of feedback from people, but just with COVID and everything, they weren't sure about having the send out. So this year, today on my Facebook memories, I actually have my box from 2014, and I was just thinking, man, I really hope that they bring the box back, because the people who get it, it's awesome.
It is quite a treat.
It's
Yes.
quite a treat. But this type of experience at the peak of flavor for the Northwest season, these are amazing highlights. The other thing that I did this week, on Wednesday morning, I went and picked up from the peach truck. And everyone's phone just heard this, although they say that your phone isn't listening, it totally is. You're going to start getting social media ads for the peach truck. Sorry. But I picked up 25 pounds of peaches from the peach truck. And what this is it sounds like they're trying to help peach consumption by delivering flavor. And, you know, that has been one of the issues that the stone fruit industry in particular has struggled with for years. I remember talking to the Colorado peach growers about why can't we grow consumption? It's because we're having such a hard time delivering flavor from the grocery stores. So the peach truck is cutting out the grocery store. And you sign up, you pay your $50 or whatever it is to go pick up peaches on a Wednesday morning at the outlet mall from a semi truck. But it's got a cute story and everything from this couple in Nashville who wanted to deliver great peaches to the local market. And now I just got a news release from this today. They're partnering with E-Meals and Topo Chico to make recipes for the 25 pounds of peaches that you're getting.
But yeah, you gotta figure out some way to get through all those.
Right. They do 800 stops in 33 states for this. And it started out as this super niche thing, like a little like vintage truck in Nashville. And now 800 stops in 33 states is no small deal. And there's kind of some mystery about it. It was like, my husband was like, where do the peaches come from anyway? And I'm like, they don't tell you like overtly, but the people had Southern accents. I will just say that. And then I was like, wait a minute, it has a PTI label. Yeah. There goes the mystery. It's Pearson Farms in Georgia. I'm sure that they contract with a number of growers, but we'll see. I mean, the other thing about this is that you pick your peaches up and you think you're going to be eating peaches like day of, and it turns out that they're actually hard as a rock and cold, and you have to ripen them for a couple of days before they're ready to eat.
And then hopefully that room starts smelling like peaches.
I know it doesn't yet. I mean, they're downstairs in my dining room laid out on sheet trays, and I haven't smelled anything yet. And I would expect like the grocery store experience when you go in during peach season, and if the merchandiser's doing it right, you just get hit by a waft of just amazing smell. And that's experiential marketing, is to make sure that your peach department smells great. And that's also by not merchandising them in the cooler. That was another experience I had this week where I published a video about mango chill damage, and with a really ugly photo.
Those did not look good.
They did not look good. 8 of 32 mangoes that I bought at a grocery store, 2 different grocery stores, had chill damage. But the problem was that I mixed them up, so I didn't know which store I got them from. So I couldn't like name and shame right there from that experience. So I decided to do a little quasi-scientific experiment and buy mangoes at every store. And then it turned out that none of them were chill damage. So it was a one-off, which is great. You should check that out too. Oh, except for that one. Ike is reminding me that one of them had chill damage after we got done peeling them all, and I cut one in half, like one of the last ones, and it was like in the middle. So.
Well, that's not that bad a percentage, really.
No, 1 out of 35 is not bad. 8 out of 32 is bad.
That's terrible.
Especially if they came from the same store, which it was either Sprouts or H-E-B.
Well, the chances that they came from different stores are probably smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I could have bought 32 mangoes at, all of those different stores, but then I really don't have the freezer space for all that mango pulp. So, all right, well, I'll let you get back to your vacation, and I'm going to get to my awesome, amazing cherries. And if you know, you know.
Get back to those.
Because there's a reason that's world famous fruit. They do not pay me to say that. They pay me in cherries. So,
Right.
All right, that's it for the Produce Reporter Week in Review. If you are not getting the Produce Reporter newsletter, you need to go to producebluebook.com and sign up.